Hey everybody, this is Chad Warren at ChadWarren76 at Twitter, ChadWarren.me online. Want to take a focus on Mark Dice. Let's get serious for a moment. Going to play a bit of this and then share my comment.
Well, he makes entertaining and educational YouTube videos for his 1.5 million subscribers about politics and current events. They average more than 250,000 views a day. He's now a published author, and he's here to talk more about his new book called The Liberal Media Industrial Complex. It's climbed to number 1 and 2 on Amazon's bestseller list in the propaganda and political psychology section. Here he is, media analyst. He's been on the show before, Mark Dice. Good to see you again, Mark. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate that.
So I was reading a little bit of your book, and why don't we just start with some of what you say in the book. One of the things that stood out is media doesn't just mean television, radio, newspapers, and magazines, since all those industries have been swallowed up by the internet. And when you think about it, most people get their information and news from the internet, don't they?
Through the social media sites, which are the ultimate middlemen now, because not that long ago, people used to bookmark the websites that they would go to and go directly there or subscribe to a local newspaper or magazines. But now we have these Silicon Valley companies as the ultimate middlemen who are deciding what people actually see. Most people think that if a page posts something that you follow, that it's going to show up in your feed, but that's not the case. And so we've seen the social media companies manipulate their algorithms, decide what shows up on people's feeds, what doesn't show up. You can't even post the name of the supposed whistleblower now on your Facebook page, or it automatically gets disappeared down the Orwellian memory hole, because that's how much editorial control they have. Same with YouTube. Most people think that YouTube is a neutral platform, or Google is a neutral platform, but Google or YouTube is the second largest search engine in the entire world, and we've seen numerous instances of them manipulating the search results. We've seen liberal journalists complain about search results.
Okay, so it's not just liberals, although everything he's saying is totally true. I really like. I used to see him as more kind of mean. Look good. He's gotten way better, and like I'm actually going to buy this book. He's talking about the liberal media complex. Now, however, I don't support Trump because Trump is a Zionist. Okay, he's thanks his Kabbalah teacher. He appears on the shekels celebrating the third temple in Jerusalem. It's all this Masonic secret society bull crap. Where did he get the support of the internet fans? Oh, from Alex Jones, the controlled opposition, the guy that makes anybody talking about actual worthwhile intelligence that calls into question any of these states. It makes him look like an idiot. And he's Bill Hicks. Check out Matthew North's video about that. That's for real. I thought that was entertaining in the past, and then I watched more information, and we're talking about dental records. You got to check that out. But more important than that is that the Trump supporters and the Christians are my focus as to you've got to consider. Look, here's what goes on. Any of these groups, they act like their group doesn't have any problems. Well, if I was to identify with any group, it would be truthers, which is just people who are scholars, philosophers, people who are using the internet to research. Okay, that's the group I associate with. It doesn't matter the color of my skin, the language I speak. Yeah, obviously I'm biased because I'm from America. I accept my biases. These other people don't, right? So Mark would never, I've never heard him call Trump into question ever. I have heard him question Alex Jones in this Illuminati book that he made in the past. I don't know why he doesn't see that that's a shaky foundation. The conservatives have all kinds of control groups, the Council on National Policy. Matthew North will tell you about that. Josh Reeves really made a whole career about it. And then Christians, you're that allow all of this evil to go on, and you think Jesus is going to sort it out. And that's not to attack Christians. I grew up Christian, and really all of us, my whole point is that this is our human behavior. So the victims, right, that let ourselves be taken advantage of with credit debt and all these bad choices, we are just as much to blame. It's a slave and master game. But here's what I want to ask Mark, because I do see him as a leader. Can you name, other than Alex Jones, who I don't consider legitimate, who do you think is the most successful truth-speaking alternative media creator? Please list that in the comments of this video. Mark, do you have any advice about how internet political activists like yourself can work with television like he's doing here? You know, he's on this news segment. I've seen him on here before. And like he says, you know, he's got more viewers with his channel than this whole news agency that he's on probably does. That's just a fact. So, therefore, how can you work with television, which is losing power, to create programming that blends the two mediums? I'm 43 and I miss the smaller world of a variety of programming that people could discuss. You know what I mean? Like, even as a kid, just being on the playground. Hey, did you see A-Team? Oh, did you watch Saturday Night Live? You know what I mean? Like, we're just too spread out. It has a compartmentalization diaspora, digital ghetto effect. But I do appreciate getting more free content like yours from the net. Free is in freedom focused. And it is free, that is a factor. If there was a channel that was the best of the net, that would be cool. So here I'm asking you to daydream along with me. Do you think that would be cool? I think that'd be cool. Like it's like a variety. You'd have the best of the internet. I mean, we could have like people acting as a proper news, just within the news category. You could have people determine what is the real most important topic of the day with actual analysis. I mean, that just creates a whole need, because all this information, it causes us, and this is all good. My point is that the solution to all these problems is valuing our choice. You see, if we stop consuming what they're selling and we start consuming what we're creating, that's how we win. It's that simple. Don't think any more than that. So how do we do that? How do we make a channel? We could even just have a YouTube channel. We need to get off of YouTube, though. I need to check out DLive or whatever. So share your suggestions about how you could contribute to dealing with this censorship of social media, and dealing with the way that the internet has really destroyed culture. That's why these movies are popular again. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, The Joker. People are getting too into these compartmentalized, like these younger people, and they gripers, Star Wars. They're just totally self-referential idiots that feel all wise, but they're stupid. They're just talking about crap of no import. You know what I mean? And that's not just happening to these nerdy comic book fans. That's happening to the whole world. We're all getting sucked into this love-hate Trump crap. Thank you.